Good luck, New York City. Mamdani ripped over gas ban, lowering energy prices. Now, they keep saying they know there's an energy crisis. We know it's an energy crisis. Electricity is ridiculous right now. That's because of the crazy regulations and the policies that Joe Biden did. Is why energy is so expensive right now. And Mamdani want to ban offshore drilling. He want to ban gas in New York, which is crazy because he talks about he want to lower costs for people, but yet he want to ban something that will actually help people, actually help us produce more energy, which will make the costs go down. He don't like that. Even Bill Gates admitted there is no real energy crisis. Bill Gates, of all people, is one of the main people that been pushing this so-called climate change agenda. He even admitted that there's no dire, is really not a dire situation, because he understands that we need cheaper energy, especially with AI and data and stuff like that. That takes a lot of energy, and we need to lower the cost. Everyone knows this, except for socialist Mamdani. So we're gonna play the clip. We're gonna talk about it, but before we get started, go ahead and hit that like button. Share this out so we can get this information out there. Subscribe if you're not already a subscriber, and hit that alarm bell so you know when I'm putting out new stuff. Also, check out my link tree in the description. There you'll find a link to my Patreon. That's where I'll talk about things that I can't talk about here. There's also a link to my Instagram and my X account, so follow me there as well. All right, so let's get right to the clip. Here we go.
Governor Hochul drew the wrath of some environmentalists and some residents over this proposed underwater gas pipeline that would go out near Staten Island and out to the Rockaways. Do you plan to weigh in on that?
Look,
I think you're on the record as opposing it.
I'm on the record as opposing any new fossil fuel construction, and it's part of a commitment to taking on the climate crisis.
It's a pipeline. It's a pipeline that will make it easier for us to access the gas, which will again lower costs. Of course, he's not really the person that he pretends that he really is. He don't care anything about the people, because if he did, he would be all for it to help lower those costs.
God help us.
Yeah.
The mayor of affordability, Zohran Mamdani, says he's against any new fossil fuel production. That would include the recently approved $1 billion underwater natural gas pipeline that is expected to drive down energy bills and power 2.3 million homes in New York City. This pipeline, it will provide 400,000 decatherms per day to Brooklyn, Queens, and Long Island. It is the first new gas pipeline in at least 10 years, the state's largest expansion of fossil fuel infrastructure since passing its stupid, I wish it would die, climate law. I could go on, but Cuomo killed the Constitution pipeline. But how do you think we get how the power plants work? But they kill a pipeline.
Right? It's so stupid.
You are not going to bring energy costs down without putting the infrastructure in place. That's been part of the problem. And why Kathy Hochul was pro-pipeline is because she's gotten a lot of the flack of not being able to bring energy costs down, not just in the city, but also in the state. This kind of stuff will be his ticket right out of office, because if energy costs keep going up and people keep suffering, and he gets blocked on some of his other stuff that he wants to do with housing and free buses and grocery stores, some of it seems pipe dreamish, he won't be able to do anything, and people will continue to suffer, except that you will have lost all the tax revenue from the people who have said, I don't want to stay here anymore because you're trying to rip me off, and then we won't have any money left either. When he talks about not being into construction or new fossil fuel construction as a commitment to taking on the climate crisis, like, we are past the climate crisis.
That was my question. What climate crisis? And
Right.
you know me,
Well,
love the animals.
And that's what killed us under Joe Biden. all of the green spending on this climate crisis that hasn't really materialized. People keep joking with me, but it's funny, but it's not funny, that it's freezing outside and there is no climate crisis.
But the climate crisis isn't about the animals. All of these climate fake made-up solutions like solar farms and wind farms kill animals and kill wildlife and kill sea life and kill bird life.
Birds and whales.
Oh, that's true.
So anyway, he can keep doing this. He can double down on the craziness. The only people that'll be left here to vote for him are people that, see the world the way he sees it. But we
people
need
that are idiots. Those are the only people to be left to vote for this idiot. Yeah, this is stupid. Again, everyone knows how expensive electricity and stuff is right now. Of course you will want to build these pipelines. Of course you will want to drill more to get these costs down if you really care about the people, but he obviously don't. He just care about pushing this leftist agenda.
infrastructure, not just here, in other states. I was talking to Harris Faulkner earlier about California. Taylor, you know all about it, and the problems that Gavin Newsom has there because he doesn't want to extract the energy that he has. He wants to import it. He wants all these different blends and regulations to make it harder for people, and they're paying, double the price of gas that they should be.
You can't be into affordability and climate crisis at the same time.
No,
you can't. They're diametrically opposed. You have to pick one or the other, and he wants both. And by the way, he's behind the times too. Remember Bill Gates said, actually, I was just kidding about this. And
That's what
did
I
you see
said.
this? I just saw this today. The journal Nature, which I'm sure you read every day. I don't read it every day. You probably read it.
I read it.
Oh my God.
I read it
That's
and
a
it's
journal.
gone.
So Nature they printed an article last year, one of these typical ones, right? The global economy is shot because of climate change. And then today or yesterday, they had to retract that article because there were errors with the data.
Right.
Of course it was.
Mamdani, you got to read the latest thing. It's not a crisis anymore. You're killing your bread and butter affordability because you can't let go of your old fling climate
He
change.
sounds crazy too. He just
Well, he's
sounds
not
crazy.
in yet, and he's making promises because he's not actually having to govern until January. And I want to be fair with this guy. He ran a masterful campaign from social media. My own social people said he was incredible in figuring out algorithms on every platform. Everything he did, it was really high top quartile engagement, and he won that way. He has a big challenge, though, and you're detailing some of the policy decisions he has to make. This is not a country that he's managing. He's managing a city with limited federal jurisdiction, limited state jurisdiction. He has to speak upstate to get stuff done or even get money. I would think somewhere between now and when he actually takes the seat as mayor, he's got some soul searching to do on policy, including what you're talking about here. Freezing in the dark because you don't have the gas is a really bad campaign.
We need
Bad luck.
decatherms. We need decatherms.
Even your diehard supporters might not continue to support
But I
you
think
then.
that's the kind of thing that, and free food and free transportation, all this stuff is policy. He'll be sitting there never having managed anything. And I'm willing to give him the credit that he managed a great campaign, but now the hard work begins. And I actually say, as a visitor of New York waiting for my free stuff, I wish him good luck because I've been waiting for him to be mayor because I want to come to the airport here and get a free lift into the city.
Right.
And damn it, I don't want to pay these hotel bills anymore. It's ridiculous. I need free, and then I want free food.
You're right.
It's fair. I should get all that for free.
You're not going to be getting
He
things for
promised
free.
it to me. He
I
promised
think
it
you're
to
out
me.
of the
People really
income
believe that, right?
range.
I am going to hold him accountable for my free stuff. So I'm waiting for him to come in. I'll be the first person to say, where's my free? And then we'll
Right.
see what happens.
Right.
Sounds good.
It's never going to
fair. I
happen.
can't
Mr.
wait.
Wonderful knows that.
Can I leave you with one statistic?
Sure.
So we were talking about wind. Idiot Zohran Mamdani doesn't want
I like her.
fossil fuel. So New York has signed a contract with Empire Wind and Sunrise Wind. That the weighted average that they agreed to pay for electricity is $150 per megawatt hour. That is more than 4 times the average grid cost paid
Crazy.
normally over the last year. 4x.
Wow. That doesn't sound affordable to me.
No.
150.
So that's what they're wishing on you,
Wow.
these politicians. They want you to pay 4 times what you currently pay for your electricity. Good luck, New York City.
I was going to say the same thing.
I live
Good
in
luck, New
dirty
York.
Jersey, and I'm happy.
Sounds like some pretty bad negotiating. I could have done better than that.
Yes, you could have.
That's ridiculous.
I could have done better than that.
Wow.
Yes, you could have.
I wonder which politician signed that deal. Get the whacking stick out.
Name it, and it's a Democrat. Coming up.
We don't know for sure.
What is the?
We don't know for sure.
No, it's definitely a Democrat.
Wow, wow, wow. Oops.
Governor Hochul drew.
So y'all let me know what y'all think about this. Do you think Mamdani's going to have a change of heart once he actually get in office and have to bring in some of these policies? Leave your comments down below. Like, share, and subscribe. And check out jjthepsychotherapist.com for the latest in news. Until next time, peace.